So we want to find out what caused poverty in India. I'd like to point out two works. This is Angus Madison, who is a historical economist in Netherlands. He studied the economies of the world from the turn of the current era, one all the way to 2003. He shows that the Indian GDP, as a percentage of the world GDP, India had one of the highest percentages, around 33% of the share of the world GDP, followed by China around 25% or so, and Western Europe was all the way down here in about 15% or so. India went through a period of decline through the invasion periods, the Muslim periods, and so on, reaching a bottom over here and rising somewhat at this inflection point, which corresponds to the colonialists coming to India in 1700 BC, current era. After that, what you see is a rapid decline in the fortunes of India at the same time as which Western Europe went up. Also, United States went up with slavery and other such things. You can see this also going up. This is not incidental to our talk, but this is more incidental. This downfall correlating with this shows a transference of wealth from India into Western Europe caused widespread poverty. I'd like to point out the work by Will Durant. He's written an excellent book called Case for India. So I strongly urge everybody in this audience to download this from Google. It's a free book and try to read it. He came to India around 1930 and he was not sympathetic to the British cause. He's an American. So he came in and saw what the British had done. He was horrified. And he wrote this powerful book, The Case for India. So he tells what we already know. Robert Clive, who traded money for guns and favor, East India Company, forcing Indians to sell cheap, buy exorbitantly, extracted hundreds of millions of dollars. Indians were taxed at two times as England and three times as Scotland. All the costs of British conquest and development and administration in India was charged to Indians, including the First World War, Second World War, all the French battles that they had. Everything was charged to Indians. The British incurred a debt for Indians of 35 million in 1792. I believe the dollar figure is as of 1930 when Will Durant wrote this book. By 1860, it had become $500 million. By 1929, when Will Durant left India, it was $3.5 billion. After that was Second World War and so on. This figure probably had doubled or tripled by the time the British left India. So this is the debt that the British left India with. So if any of us have got any doubts about what caused poverty in India, these two graphs very powerfully show us what happened to India in recent times, the last 300 years or so.